Welcome to Brandy Arnault Fine Art. We are starting part 2 of this rather large painting by making some evergreen trees in the background. So watch my brush technique. The color mixture that I'm using for the evergreens is permanent green light, ivory black, and transparent iron oxide red. I'm trying to follow the growth pattern of the evergreens as I develop them with the brush. You will notice a variety of brush strokes here. I'm putting another evergreen here at this edge just to keep the eye from going out of the painting. So by having something at the corner like this, it brings the eye back in. Here I'm already starting to indicate some snow pattern on the tree. Let's add some more snow. Here you'll see that the brush is really loaded with a lot of pigment, and I'm just laying it on. By applying so much pigment, I'm trying to go for the feeling of heavy, heavy snow on very mature trees, weighing them down. And now I'm going to put in some aspen trees with the assistance of my maul stick to make sure that they are straight, because I have a tendency to lean them one way or the other. And now I'm starting to put in the sky color. This is just a basic color. I will be adding more to it as time goes on. Let me try to put a suggestion of a mountain. It may not work, but let's try it. I'm going to develop the ground that's directly behind the bison. Wipe out. Here you'll see that I'm removing some paint. This is so I can put in another evergreen without making mud. I'll be adding the same kind of suggestion of a tree trunk throughout the other evergreens in this passage. Let's add some snow in the background. We're going to put some more aspens in on the right side now. A couple of smaller ones here. Okay, let's try to get those established. I'm going to try to remove the buildup here. Here I'm trying to put that same color through the ones that are already established because the aspens in the source that I found do have a more goldish, light pale goldish tone to them or to their bark. And let's try one over here. Keep in mind that I'm trying to balance out the composition here. I want to have a variety of trees, a variety in their placement. This is to make it interesting for the viewer. You want the viewer to just keep looking and looking at your painting, and you have control of that. They're really actually like polka dots almost. Now here I'm adding some more snow to the evergreens. This is a unifying factor to this painting. Everything has snow on it, including the bison. So let's just bring that through in the entire painting. It is a snow scene after all. Next will be the placement of the branches from the aspen trees. So you can see that there are a few branches painted in. However, I am not going to have any luck showing you exactly how I did it because my hand gets in the way in these shots. So I'm sorry about that. Now they're all placed, and now I'm trying to add some snow. I think you can see that part, the snow being placed on the branches that you did not see me put in. I'll lighten back here. I think you could notice that the pressure that I'm putting on the brush as I'm doing this is different. Sometimes it's very light pressure, and that's when I'm trying to blend it. And other times it's more pressure, and that's when I'm trying to actually lay in the color. So watch carefully. So why am I doing this? Basically to indicate a moody winter sky. I know my hand is in the way, but here I am bringing up suggestions of twigs growing around the fallen logs, and you'll see when I'm done. And of course, I'll do the same thing on the other side. Now, my thoughts are to bring up twigs all around the environment. So you'll see me do that. And then I'm going to put snow on those twigs. And because there's a buildup of pigment around bison, I am using my rubber paintbrush to remove some of that to make it easier to paint that in. All right, let's try to get some more snow in here. I'm liking this. I need to work this way down. So actually, I'm gonna fix that tail right now. these back legs. I've got to work on them. Start with going negative. I think this comes in just a little bit more. Right here. I'm just gonna schmooze a little bit here. And I'm gonna put some snow on this tail. Schmooze this a little bit here. And the same thing here. Schmooze a little bit there. Because this is a back leg. I want to indicate muscle tone, like the muscle attaching to the bone here. Now we're going to develop the snow. And just there you saw me use the snow to develop the branches. That's again another example of painting negative to bring out the positive. Okay, in this passage of snow, you'll notice it's a brighter color than the background. That's because it's in the foreground. So you mute the colors or neutralize the colors the further back they go. But in the front, you brighten them up a bit. And that is atmospheric perspective. I am trying to indicate dappled sunshine by warming up some of the snow color. So now on the branches, I decided to thicken this up a little bit to make it more of a statement, but also to keep the viewer's eye in the piece. So having this right here on the right side of the canvas and the branches moving back to the left keeps that eye on the canvas. That's what we want as artists. However, I made a decision here to remove the branches, basically because it's distracting from the bison, and it is all about the bison. I'm thickening up the snow that's around the front. Again, that's also to indicate that it's closer to the viewer. Atmospheric perspective. Adding more snow on the branches. Now I'm getting up to step back a few feet to see how it reads. To also look and see if there's anything that's really bothering me that I need to fix at this point. I declare this piece finished.